What's going on, guys? TKD123 back in video, and today I want to talk about the brand new update that's coming out for PS4 in the system software department of the PlayStation 4. Now, why did I say that so weird? I'm not sure, really, honestly, to be honest with you guys. But beside the point, the PlayStation 4 is getting a brand new software update here coming here in the coming weeks, and that it is the update 4.5. And as you know, when we go to really, a new number in the update ordering of things, or where you get to a 0.5, things get pretty crazy here, and that is no different here with this new update. And honestly, overall, there were some updates I felt that happened, back in the old console in the PS3, where it would kind of just ruin the entire system in a way. Like, it would kind of, or there would be a spot in the entire, UI, the menu or something like that, where it just wouldn't, flow well, stuff like that. But really, with the PS4, there hasn't been really a negative update to it in a way. There hasn't been anything that has broken any features or anything like that, or, it's been, pretty much a very nice and refined update thing that we've been going on here with Sony and the PS4. So overall, every update here is a pretty good one, and this one is no different. And this update aims to refine features that they added in previous updates and also add new stuff to the console as well. So let's get right into this list. Starting off here is a feature that the Xbox One has had, I think, since launch, to be honest with you guys. I'm not sure when they exactly put this feature in, but it could be at launch. I could be right about that, but beside the point, this feature should have been on launch for PS4, and there's a lot of things here that should have been on launch for PS4 that I will talk about later here when we get to some other points. But beside the point, right, this one right here, I felt like I wanted so bad. I wanted this so bad, but I went the route that everyone took on how to do this, but that is hard drive storage. Now, with the hard drive storage, previously, before this update, you would have to switch out your entire hard drive, which isn't the craziest thing to do. It isn't the most tedious task. It isn't the most complicated task at all. It's pretty easy, and for the most part, I don't really regret me doing that here. But if we look here on this update now, the PS4 now supports external hard drives. So yep, you'll be able to take a regular hard drive that is, on the go, that you can take, plug into your PS4, and you can stream games and play games off of the hard drive if it's on the hard drives. And this is essentially giving you more gigs at the plug of a hard drive, which is insanely convenient for those that don't want to, bust open your PS4 and screw a couple screws and all that stuff like that, which isn't, again, the hardest thing in the world, but, it is pretty much a nice thing to have here. It's very nice to just be able to plug it in and play games off of a hard drive. But there are some limitations to this thing, and that is that it has to be a USB 3.0 hard drive, so you can't use anything slower than that. You have to have the 3.0 USB to be able to use, the hard drive for data for the PS4. Along with that, this is only compatible with hard drives up to 8 terabytes, which I don't know why in the world you would need more than 8 terabytes on your PS4, but just in case you have a cap with that, and that's 8 terabytes. And this isn't really meant to replace the storage that's already on the console, right? So what you can do is you can potentially have a 500 gigabyte console or a 1 terabyte console, and then have that stack on with the extra storage that is added to the external hard drive. So you can essentially have potentially maybe 9 terabytes of some sort or something crazy like that, and you can have a lot of storage now on your PS4. And they also mentioned here in the update that there is a please note here that user files that are for game saves are still stored locally on the PS4 hard drive. So you cannot bring your save data to the external hard drive storage device that you were using. And basically the extended hard drive that you will be plugging into your PS4 is only meant for games and applications, and that's it. It's not really meant to store data, right? So you would still store data on your home console on the PS4 within its own hard drive. However, you can install the games and stuff like that off of the PS4 and onto the external hard drive. Moving on here, which is definitely a feature that I feel like should have been on the PS4 since day one. I don't understand why this is coming to us now, but we are now getting custom wallpapers, right? This has the ability for you to set your favorite in-game screenshots as the background image for your PS4, and every time you do this, black is all around the text on the UI menu system, so that you can clearly read them. Even if your background is white for some reason, you can still read them, with this black outline around all the text in the menu. And it looks like here that you can also edit the screenshots that you take using the Share Factory on your console, so you can make just the wallpaper look better and stuff like that, and the screenshots look better for it to be a better wallpaper. And overall, I'm not really sure if it's clarified here, but I know on the PS3 you could take a image from Google or from Bing, whatever, and you can have that as your wallpaper. Now, I'm not sure here that you can do it potentially because they're only talking about in-game screenshots here, which is cool, but you know, I would, you know, much like, you know, to have, you know, for example, my logo on my PS4 or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I have it as my icon on PS4, but I would like to also, you know, have kind of my sense of style when it comes to wallpapers, and I don't think that you could potentially do that here on this update. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, maybe they just aren't, you know, straight up saying it that you can, I guess, but they're only mentioning in-game screenshots here, so that could be a thing that you want to look out for. Make sure you are aware of when you're going into this 4.5 update. Next up here, we have a refinement from a feature that was brought in from a previous update, and that is called the quick menu. As you all know, the quick menu, I'm a pretty big fan of. I like it a lot. You know, I like that it doesn't completely take you out of the game. I like that it's, you know, on the side. It's more kind of concise. You know what I'm saying? It's very much like the menu on the PS4, but kind of in a small format. I definitely do like it. And here they are making it even smaller. And so what they have done here is that they have made the quick menu cover less of the gameplay on your screen, so that, you know, way, yeah, it could be a little bit more concise, a little bit more, you know, toned down in a way, and really make it truly a quick menu, you know what I'm saying? And they also have some new improvements and new additions to the menu along with that, and now you'll be able to access handy features for party via online friends, like making parties, inviting friends, joining parties, without ever leaving the quick menu, which is very good in my opinion, because there's a lot of times where I'll be playing and I'll have to invite someone to a party and then I have to get out of the game. I gotta go to the main menu, I gotta go to the party, you know, but it's nice to just have it here on the quick menu. I really do appreciate that feature. And they even ended the post with a nice, you know, the goal is to keep you in the game, not stuck in menus. And that's pretty much, you know, how PS4 has basically won and dominated this entire console life. You know, this entire generation really, is that they are focusing on games even down to the tiniest detail here, where it's even, you know, they don't want you to be, you know, rummaging in menus. They want you to be playing the game as much as possible. Next up here, they have a feature that I feel like needs to happen at some point. I'm glad it's happening right now, and that is the revamp and the, you know, re-overhaul, I guess you will, of the notification list. Now, if you guys have not used the notification list on PS4, if you have a PS4, I don't get how you haven't, but it is the most complicated thing in the world. Like, it is so confusing in a way. It's confusing to a way that doesn't have to be. It's just cumbersome for no reason, and I don't like it at all, and they have finally fixed it here. And so before, on the sides, there was a bunch of different tabs, you know, with alerts, downloads, uploads, all stuff like that, and now that is no more. It's just one list of notifications. It's similar to the Vita's notification list, where it just shows everything that's going on, you know, just in one little thing, and it's very much going to be the same thing as the Vita here. And this is great, honestly, in my opinion, because there was a lot of times where you'd be just rummaging and trying to find something that is happening, and you deadass couldn't find it. So this is very, very great. And now you can also choose, you know, what stuff that pops up in the notification feed gets brought up to you in a pop-up, you know what I'm saying? So you're not bothered by other things that you don't really care about that's happening in your PlayStation 4, but now you can control what the PS4 tells you in the pop-up menu. Next up here, we have a thing called the PlayStation Network activity feeds now, is where now you can post directly to the feeds of your friends and all stuff like that, and now, you know, they'll be able to see it in a variety of places, you know, under what's new and stuff like that. And this seems pretty cool, right? So you can share text if you like, screenshots, GIFs, and a bunch of other things, you know, to your friends and to the world of PlayStation. So basically, this is kind of like a Twitter, basically, for PlayStation 4 users, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And, you know, this is not just for your friends list. This is for people that are on PS4 globally, and this is gonna be pretty cool. I can't like this feature. I can't wait to see it. And am I gonna use it? Probably not, honestly, but I would love to see what the community does with this feature. Next up here, they announced that they will now be able to support 3D Blu-rays on PSVR, so you'll be able to view your 3D movies that you've bought over the years on a Blu-ray disc, and you'll be able to put it in your PS4, use it on your PSVR, and enjoy it in 3 dimensions, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's an awesome way also to support the PSVR, because, you know, it's kind of been waiting lately, you know, not that it's been bad, but there's kind of just been not a lot of talk about the system overall, and I'm glad that now they are going to be supporting it in a different way, in a way that makes sense as well, because who wouldn't want to watch a 3D movie on their VR? Come on, like, really? Come on, dude. And the last thing here to add that they did not discuss in their post about this update is a new feature for the PS4 Pro called Boost Mode. Now, boost mode essentially will make your games run smoother, make them have better load times, make them have a better frame rate on games that were released prior to the PS4 Pro but did not have the PS4 Pro patch yet, right? So this is basically going to be a nice kind of way, I guess a low-key overclock in a way, I guess, for the PS4 Pro for a certain amount of games here that, you know, have some issues running on the PS4 Pro, you know, because they were basically optimizing away for the standard PS4, and now they'll be able to take advantage of the new PS4 Pro's UI and GPU and CPU and stuff like that, and be able to run games better without them having to have a PS4 Pro update. And so this seems, you know, pretty cool, pretty nice, and it's kind of weird how they're not really talking about it in their PlayStation blog. I don't know why they're not doing that, but it's clearly here in the wild. It's clearly in the update as well. And, you know, maybe just because this is only a thing for the PS4 Pro, maybe that could be a reason why. But just one thing to make sure you all know here is that this boost mode does not improve the graphics, right? The graphics, if they want to improve that, it has to be updated by the game dev, not so much the PS4 Pro boost mode, because that will not make the game look better. It will just make it run more efficient and run better overall. And so, yep, that has been the update for PS4 for the update 4.5 coming out here in a few weeks. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Down below. I appreciate all of you guys. Thanks for watching, and as always, I got you.